Hey guys, what's going on? If you're new here, welcome. My name is BrittanyNichole, and today we're gonna just play with some new makeup. I wanna take a step back today, not do so much of an educational tutorial. If you guys are new to my channel, typically I'm really focused on education, which I really like to focus on, but I just wanted to grab some of the makeup I just purchased and some makeup that I've had for a while that I just haven't talked to you guys about on camera and just kind of play. Do you guys ever get in that mood where you're like, you know what? I just want to sit down and play with my makeup and talk to people about it. That's what I'm in the mood for today, so that's what we're gonna do. So if that sounds like something you're interested in seeing, go ahead and keep watching. I just filmed for about 7 minutes and somehow realized I forgot to turn my microphone on. So I opened some of this stuff, but luckily I didn't apply anything to my face. I need to like set some kind of checklist in front of me before I film to make sure I do things. My mind has just been in like a million other places lately. The other thing is, there is a tree that is like significantly growing and it's becoming harder and harder to film in natural light. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I might start to pull out like a ring light or a softbox and start to do that again, because I am not able to film as much anymore because the light is just not cooperating. It took me like an hour just to wait for like the sun to be strong enough to film. But anyway, with all of that aside, I wanted to start by showing you the Clinique Sun-Kissed Perfection palette. This retails for $29.50. It says the suggested price is $105.50, and that is like a huge difference in price. So I always think it's funny to look at like the suggested price and then what it actually retails for. But I did open this and I am very surprised at one, how hefty this palette is, and two, how big the pans are. Look at how big that is compared to my face. That's huge. I'm really hoping that they have a darker shade as well, because even some of these, like if I have on a self tan, like might not be dark enough for me. So fingers crossed they have a darker palette as well. I'll list all the details down below. So I got this when I purchased a bunch of stuff from Ulta. I think I made like a $250 purchase, and I unboxed all of that on my Instagram. If you guys are interested in seeing stuff like that, give me a follow on Instagram. Actually, a lot of you interacted with me on that, which was super fun. I just think doing a whole video on like an unboxing or a haul, just they don't go over so well unless you're like a huge YouTuber and you have like stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of boxes behind you from brands that sent you makeup. So anyway, with all that said, if you're interested in seeing like unboxings and stuff like that, follow me on Instagram. But let's go ahead and start out with this. So just to show you here, there's a mattifying product here, which again, I feel like that might even be too light for me at this point. There's a shimmer and glow right here. There's a blush and brighten right here, and then a bronzer right here. So I'm gonna start out with the bronzer, and I'm gonna use this brush. You guys always ask about this brush. This is a Wet n Wild brush. It came out with their Fire Dragon Ice Dragon collection, but it's called the P53. Something smells really good. Oh, it's my hands. I got new soap from Bath & Body Works. It smells really good. And how cool are these like neon French tips? I found a new nail place. One of my best friends, Julie, hello Julie if you're watching, I love you. She goes there and the lady did such a good job. I was telling her, I'm gonna kind of go off on a tangent here, but I was telling her I thought I needed to get tips. By the way, if you guys hear that noise, that's Theo taking a bath behind the camera. I swear he waits until I turn on the camera to make as much noise as possible. It's like he has to make his presence known. But anyway, like I was saying, her name is Shayla. She pretty much told me when I was like, I think I might need to get nail tips to like make this style work. She's like, no, you don't. Like you don't need to do that at all, which I really appreciated, because one, you guys know that I do not like long nails. If you guys saw that one video that I did, it lasts for like 2 seconds on me, and then I'm like, get these off. I type way too much in my actual 9 to 5 to be able to kind of like deal with that all day long. So anyway, I really appreciated that she wasn't just like trying to upsell me, and she could do exactly what I wanted on my short nails. I don't know what color this is. It didn't have the colors, it just had like numbers, but it's a no chip. It's not a dip, it's a no chip, and I think it's super cool. I like this bronzer a lot. Again, the sun is hiding behind a cloud, so I'm sure the lighting is gonna be off right now, but That was extremely smooth. I like that it's not extremely warm and it's not extremely cool. Really, really pretty. I will definitely be grabbing for that some more. So let's go into the blush. This is the Blush and Brighten. That's all it says. It doesn't say it has a shade. I don't know. Maybe it does and I can't see it, but I'm gonna go into that right now. Wow, really, really pigmented, but not like too pigmented that you're like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? I mean, I went a little heavy, you know, I went a little heavy, but easy to blend out. I'm just grabbing my bronzer brush once again and just kind of using that to blend out. This is really pretty. I really, really hope they have a darker shade for deeper skin tones. Little tip, and I know I've mentioned this in the past, if I ever go a little like too heavy on the blush, or if I want to just kind of like make it all kind of mesh into the skin, I grab my beauty blender that I used, or this is my AOA Pawpaw sponge, but I just kind of tap over everything so it kind of marries with the skin. I pretty much do this every time I'm done with my blush and bronzer. I just think it makes everything look a lot more natural and like it's coming from within rather than sitting on top of the skin. And I totally forgot to mention that I already did my base. I'm sure you guys picked that up, but I did my foundation and my concealer and my brows off camera since we're not doing anything with that. But we will go in with the Shimmer and Glow, I think. I don't think this is gonna be like, yeah, that doesn't seem like it's gonna be really shimmery at all. Can you guys see that on my finger there? That looks very, very natural, almost like something you might just use like in this area if you wanted to really quickly tap with a brush to kind of brighten it. So I'm not gonna go in with that because I have had this for so long and I don't think I've talked about it on camera, and I really only used it when I got it and I liked it, but I never brought it on camera. This is the Estee Lauder Moon Pearl Pure Color Love Cooling Highlighter. I have not tried this over like a powder situation like this. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but I saw this on Instagram. It's pretty tiny, but that's okay. I saw this on Instagram on Estee Lauder's page like a month or 2 or 3 even ago, and I got really excited about it because I really like easy products. Like I have my RMS Living Luminizer. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I've talked about this on here, but this is beautiful. I love cream highlighters like this that make your skin just look wet. So I figured let's try this, but I think I'm gonna kind of take it on my sponge rather than go right on my face. I don't know if this is gonna work over powder, but we'll see. This stuff really is cooling. I just kind of tapped it on the back of my hand. I forgot how cooling it is. It's such an interesting feeling. So I'm just gonna kind of, it literally feels like I'm putting ice on my face. That's so interesting. Can you guys see it on camera a little bit? Probably not. It's very natural looking right now. When I apply it, okay, let's just do it, right? When I apply it, yeah, like that, you can see it a lot better, especially on, you know, just like my natural skin. I can't get over how cooling it is. It's such an interesting feeling. It feels like I'm putting ice on my face. But it looks a lot more intense, but it still looks really nice and natural. I hope you guys can see that on camera. There's like no direct sun coming at me right now either, but it's really, really pretty. Doesn't seem to be causing any issues over the powder either, which is really good. I don't feel like I've heard anybody talk about this stuff either, so I don't know, it was interesting. I don't know if Estee Lauder like doesn't send PR out to like bigger YouTubers, but usually I feel like when an interesting product like that comes out, people talk about it, but I haven't heard anybody talk about it. So I really like this and I think you will too. I don't know why the lighting looks so cool right now. This is frustrating me so much. And this is the thing, guys, right? Like, I would love to film, like I have been filming all my videos in natural light. I think it looks so good and it just really kind of highlights how the makeup actually looks. But this is so challenging to deal with, not having any studio lighting and only working with the natural light. It's starting to make me not want to film videos, and I don't want to do that. That will take the complete fun out of it for me. Here's the sun again. It's like the sun's listening to me talk, but yeah, I'm just getting super frustrated. So let's move on to the next product here. This is the, actually, you know what? I want to set my face real quick first, so let me do that. And by set, I just mean spritz a little of my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. I'm pretty much done with this, and this is my second full bottle. Really, really like this. I really, really like the Pretty Fresh line in its entirety, except for the tinted moisturizer. Not my favorite. Foundation, fantastic. Tinted moisturizer, not my thing. Short little Theo break who is starting to grow his hair back, and I think it looks so cute. His face, and I mean grow his hair back after his groom. Nothing happened to his hair or anything like that, but he looks so cute when his hair is at this stage. He's like a little stuffed animal. I love him so much. I love them all. Sorry for the short little Theo break. He was still taking a bath and I had to move him. So let's move on to the next product. Again, I talked about this in that unboxing I did. This is the ColourPop Freckle pen. I'm gonna do my eyes, so ignore these little creases for now, but I picked up both colors, the soft brown and the dark brown. The dark brown is pretty dark for me. The soft brown matches my freckles like exactly. I'm a little nervous to use these because I did like swatch them on the back of my hand, and obviously there's more texture and fine lines on the back of my hand than my face. But it did bleed a little bit on the back of my hand, but the color was perfect and it's so pigmented, so it's a lot easier for me than going in with like an eyebrow pencil like I was doing. So I'm gonna go real slow here, guys. I have a whole video on natural freckles. I'll link that down below if you're interested in seeing that, but yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go for it here. Okay, that is not bad. That is pretty natural, actually. Just going in with like a really, really light hand. And you can kind of like diffuse it if you tap it down. I didn't think you could do that when I was swatching it on the back of my hand, but you definitely can. And I like to bring these like all over. This is perfect. It really does like tame it when you press, 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 and then kind of tap. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, I am so obsessed with these freckle pens. You guys need this in your life. Like I said, soft brown matches my freckles perfectly, but I did go in and add some dimension with dark brown. They just look so natural. Like I said, I was a little bit nervous because when I put them on my hand, if I didn't like tap it out, they pretty much set down right away. But the way it works on the face is once you tap it, it kind of, it tames it, I guess. And then since it's a felt tip freckle, they kind of disperse a little bit and just look really, really good and natural. I love it. I think you guys will love these as well. If you were in the market, definitely pick them up. The last thing I picked up was the ColourPop Going Coconuts palette. I'm not in the mood to do eyeshadow today. I'm not in the mood. It's like 98 degrees out. By the way, if you hear background noise, it's my air conditioner. I just could not turn it off. It is way too hot today, but this is the palette. I think a lot of you have probably seen this palette. It's not a new palette, but it's new to me. And again, I thought this would just be perfect for traveling. You can just throw one of the brown shades into your crease and be done, or you can kind of spice it up with some of the shimmers. So I will do a tutorial or something like that on this soon. I'm just not in the mood today. So what I'm gonna do is pop on a little of my Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. I'll pop on a lip and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts. Makeup is finished and I am obsessed with how this looks. I did pop a little bit of my Revlon Skin Lights highlight. I felt like I needed a little bit more than what the Estee Lauder was giving me. This is really nice for like a natural day when you don't have like, you know, powder blush and powder bronzer on. So I did up that a little bit, but yeah, I think this looks stunning. I'm really happy I didn't go in and do anything with eyeshadow. I think that faux freckles really look good with natural makeup, and they're kind of like the star of the show. And I think that eyeshadow can sometimes kind of compete with that. So yeah, that is it for this one. I loved absolutely everything. I think you guys, if anything, should purchase these faux freckle pens if you were interested in kind of trying the trend. I think you'll really like this. It seems to me, I've never tried that like Freck product, but it seems to me like this is a little more natural and easy to use. And You guys know ColourPop always kills it. I have actually tried a couple days ago the Going Coconuts palette, and I already love it. It's typical ColourPop shadow. They're always A+ in my book. I don't think I've ever had a ColourPop palette that I didn't love. I really do like the Clinique palette as well. My skin looks super, super smooth. I really like that bronzer a lot. What else? Like I said, I do like the Estee Lauder a lot, a little bit more on the natural days. And I think that is all we tried today. I swear, I could make a whole video on like one product. Obviously, I've done that. That's like a one product review. I've done that a ton of times, but I could just talk and talk and talk about everything. It feels like I've been filming for a while, but we'll see where I get with editing. So that is it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, as always, let me know down below. Let me know what you think about the not filming in natural light situation. You know, I want to do what's best for you guys as well and figure out how to make this less frustrating with like the lighting and the trees growing. This is like the only place that actually has a lot of natural light. So anyway, let me know what you think about that down below. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.